I think that Bear is 100% the real villain of Obsession. Hey guys, today this video is going to be a little different. I know it's like a kind of an odd setup. I mean, it's still the same background I have here with the books and all that and my little Silent Hill collection. But yeah, I'm not really in the mood to sit right now. I'm doing some stuff, so okay. So for this video, I can't believe I haven't done this yet, and I should have already sooner, but the one thing in Obsession that really pisses me off is Bear. He is the ultimate villain in this film. Okay, so Bear, of course, look, the only thing that I will give him some sort of like leeway is that he wasn't aware of how crazy this wish was gonna get. Okay? Like he had bought this wish thing from the store. I was like one wish like Willow. He breaks it and he makes a wish for Nikki to fall in love with him, and she does. But it takes a very dark turn, of course, it's a horror movie, right? And what got me very angry with Bear, though, is that from what we kept seeing with Nikki, what she was going through, Bear did not lift a finger to help her, and I got really mad. And there are two scenes in this film that got me super pissed off. The first scene that happened was when he makes a phone call to the customer service of the stick he had bought because he was wondering if he could break the wish somehow, because there were already some stuff going on already with Nikki that was freaking him out. So he makes the phone call to the customer service, and the guy is very like nonchalant, pretty chill, which is kind of eerie. And at some point during the conversation, he pretty much tells Bear that he can't really break the wish because in order to fix things, he has to end himself. And of course, that freaks out Bear. And at some point, the guy asks Bear if he would like to hear the real Nikki. And this part really scared me so much. He suddenly switches to the real Nikki, and she is screaming for 5 seconds, and Bear hangs up because it scared him. That part was so haunting to me because it made you like realize Nikki is either very like aware of what's going on, or she's trapped in some sort of hellscape. But it's never confirmed or anything, and I swear, this movie shines when it comes to the open theories of everything. It's all like open to your imagination. It's up to you to figure out what's really going on, but that part was so eerie because she was most likely suffering, right? So after this, you would assume that Bear would be like, oh man, I should consider saving her, right? At least. No. What happens is that he goes into his house because he made the phone call at night and he parked in front of his house. He goes into his home. He finds Nikki is standing there because he had left for work that day and she had been standing there waiting for him the whole day. She had pissed herself, taken a dump, and she threw up over herself too, I think. And Bear, instead of, telling himself, you know what? I gotta save her because she is trapped in this hellscape, right? No. He doesn't lift a finger, he just lets it slide. And sure, he gets a little upset, but I'm like, bro, she's suffering, can't you see? Like, after that phone call, and after seeing her in that state, it was already obvious she wasn't okay, and Bear didn't lift a finger. That's when I really started to hate his character so much. Like, he really pissed me off. The second thing that really pissed me off with Bear was the next scene after this, but it's actually right after that scary party moment with Nikki. I'm sure some of you have already heard about this scene already online, that during the party, the real Nikki tries to break free, and then she broke a bottle and smashed it into her face twice. That part was brutal. And Bear and they are at his house again, like after the party, because he tried taking her to the hospital, but again, she's obsessed with him, didn't want to leave him, so he had to go home with her. And at some point, he gets a text from Sarah to come like meet him in the park, so he does. And when he gets out of bed, trying to sneak away from her, she suddenly speaks to him, right, Nikki? But it's not the crazy Nikki. It's actually the real Nikki. And here she is begging Bear to end her life because it's already hinting here. She's most likely aware of what's going on. She has no control over her body. And Bear, what does he do? He says, "Is it that bad to be with me?" I was like, bro, no way you just told her that. She's suffering. Like, that scream you heard on that phone call is proof of that. When you found her in that state where she had taken a dump and all that, and you still don't want to save her. Are you kidding me, Bear? I remember after that moment, I was officially done with him. I was angry to another level because that really proved to me he was a total coward. Like, dude, it doesn't matter. Like, he was so, like, delusional in his love for her. Well, love, I guess you could say. Because, again, it's not the real Nikki. It's another version of her that's very dangerous. And Bear is all like, she doesn't want to be with me. Like, it doesn't matter. It's her safety that matters. And you don't care. You only care about yourself. Because you're that lonely. Like, oh my god. I can see why a lot of fans don't like him, and I'm really glad that fans did not like his character in this movie. Because he is supposed to be seen as the villain. He really is the villain of this whole film. And again, I get it. He didn't think that the Wish was gonna do that. I mean, I don't think people would have expected that at all. But after everything he witnessed, after the phone call, shouldn't you start to think, I should help her? But he didn't. Not once. And sure, at the end of the movie, he did try to off himself, but he didn't do that. He chickened out 3 times. I was like, Bear, you suck. Okay, sorry guys, I went a total rant here about Bear's character. But yes, I agree, he is definitely the main villain of this whole film. Like, hi man, Obsession is a great film, it really is. But it's far darker when you really do, like, analyze everything. Like, with Bear, you know, like, there's a part in the film that really got to me so bad. I don't want to stay on here because, again, I'm trying to keep it PG much as possible for this channel. But there's a part, him and Nikki are spending time together, and, you know, she has a very blank look on her face during this moment, and it kind of told you that it was the real Nikki most likely suffering through that. And I had a hard time watching that part because it really made you realize she was not aware. Like, she couldn't fight back. And I was so angry at Bear there too. Like, he really was the real villain of this whole film. Like, he really was. He easily could have helped her. And I get it. How to help her was pretty insane of what he had to do. But at the same time, if this girl is suffering to another level, she is trapped in who knows where. Like, oh man, just poor Nikki, man. She really was a victim in this whole film. And the ending is so messed up because, like, of course, like, we know what happened. You know, like, his friends get killed by the crazy Nikki. And toward the end of the movie, he does end up dying because he took pills. And what happened was that he was attempting to throw him up. But then the Wish Nikki made a wish for Bear to fall in love with her too. And because of that, he did not throw up the pills. So he died. And at the end of the film, Nikki does snap out of it. And we see her screaming in terror when she sees all her dead friends. And it really made you wonder what she was thinking here. You know, like, I'm curious if she realized, you know, or again, you know, it's like, I was curious, you know, if she was still aware of what really happened and all that. Like, it's a mystery with the ending, too. But Nikki, her screams were so haunting to listen to there because you felt so sorry for her. And Bear did all that. He got all his friends killed. He got Nikki and poor Nikki's most likely gonna go to prison now. Which, I'm like, Bear, you really are the main villain. You ruined the lives of all your friends. Like that is the ending of the film. I'm not playing. That's how messed up it is. Obsession is a great film, guys, but it's far darker than you think. It really is. And yeah, this film, I just like the fact we're able to come up with so many theories online with this film to this day. It's not great, but oh, it pisses me off. Sorry. I know I went on a massive rant over this whole bear thing, but he really sucks. Okay guys, that's it for today. I'll see you with a brand new video very soon. Peace out.